Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a moment and thank you for your hard work in Module 1. I know that Module 1, we dove right into a lot of content, but also it was some time for you to just get familiar with the different tools, the access, and the structure of the course. So thank you for doing that. In Module 2, it will be similar setup, so hopefully that piece becomes a little bit more easier and just a little bit more routine for you in the upcoming modules. The topic for Module 1, the best practices of writing instruction and assessment, they were purposely broad topics because I want those topics to carry over and be applicable in the remaining modules. Module 2 will have more of a focus on informational and argumentative writing, but as we dive into that, I want you to continue to think about how we can create engaging and authentic writing experiences for our students, how we can effectively utilize mentor text with our students. Remembering how we discussed, mentor texts are helpful and effective, but they also need that piece of teacher modeling and showing the process of writing. We also spoke about the writing process and how we first start with brainstorming, planning, move into drafting, and then we can revise before creating our final product. Keeping all of that in mind is important with our next module and the remaining modules as well. Those large overarching ideas, goal setting, meeting with your students, understanding the Common Core state standards, as well as the standards or the continuum goals, will help you to create instruction that is best for your students. So as we dive into Module 2 with our focus on information and argumentative writing, when you click on that Blackboard tab, your Module 2, right here, you'll see that little bit of an overview. So during this module, we'll further investigate the various elements of effective nonfiction writing, including the elements to consider when identifying a topic, researching, and developing original informational writing. Excuse me. Here are the connections to the course objectives, as well as our objective for this module. You scroll down a little bit. There is, once again, a checklist for you. There is a link for a checklist that you can download and print. I know that even for myself, I have a nice Excel sheet that I created just to kind of keep track of everyone's comments and participation as we're moving from VoiceThread to discussion boards and everything like that. And then I ended up just printing it out because it just makes my life a little bit easier where I can just write and comment and keep my checklist by me. So I highly recommend printing this out for Module 2 as well to help you stay on track. The schedule will be similar. Once again, you will have a VoiceThread interactive lecture for week 1 and week 2. The interactive lecture for week 1, you will need to respond or give your initial responses by Wednesday and then follow up to your peers by Friday. Then you will have a first discussion board post due by Friday, follow up by Sunday. We will have a synchronous meeting, not this first Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So the Tuesday of the second week, once again at 6 o'clock. And the reason for that is so that your first week is more content focused, so that you're more focused on the reading and the VoiceThreads and the discussion boards. Then you will start your assignment for the module. And then next Tuesday, April 6th, we will check in about that meeting. Check in during that meeting about your assignment and any questions that you might have as we finish out the module. During that second week, there is another VoiceThread interactive lecture. Once again, initial responses are due by Wednesday, follow-ups by Friday. There are further discussion board posts. The discussion board for 2.2 and 2.3, those initial posts are due by Friday with follow-ups by Sunday. Discussion 2.4 is feedback on your informational craft lesson plan. So this is the lesson plan that is the assignment for Module 2. So for this, I do want you to post your lesson plans to the discussion board by Wednesday of the second week and have follow-ups by Friday. And the reason for this is so that there is enough time for you to actually get feedback from your peers before it is due on Sunday. Our other discussion boards are typically not, that initial post isn't due till Friday with follow-ups by Sunday. But because the assignment itself is due on Sunday, I moved that up just a little bit so that you had more time, again, to receive feedback, to make any adjustments you needed before the assignment is due. And then just like in Module 1, the Learning Log 2 is due on the last day of the module. Once again, you will need to contribute weekly to the Mentor Text Collaborative assignment. So we have week 1 and we have week 2. Once again, similar setup. When we go to week 1, you'll see our reading, our link to our VoiceThread interactive lecture, the link to the discussion boards, and the link to the Mentor Text library. And then you also can scroll down to the week 2 links, the learning journal for module 2, and assignments. So just an overview for this module. Once again, carrying those big ideas that we talked about. Ideas from being engaging and authentic to being very intentional with our goal setting, utilizing our resources such as the continuum and standards to best meet the instruction that our students need. Applying that, thinking of the writing process, utilizing mentor text effectively, all of those things that we discussed in Module 1 and carrying that over into Module 2. So as we carry on throughout this week, I'll be commenting back and forth with you through the Blackboard and through the voice threads, of course, but you always can email me if you have any questions whatsoever. And one last thought. Did have just a few issues with some people just making adjustments and editing on the Mentor Text library. Remember, it is a shared PowerPoint. So I was going to say document, but it's not a document. So that we all can make editing changes so that we can add our own video or our own books. However, some people were editing other people's. I know it was by mistake, but just be cautious of that and aware of that because I don't want people to have to continuously go back and re-add their work to that. So just a quick little thought there at the end, but that's all. Enjoy your week, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.